Hello and welcome back to the channel, and if you are brand new, welcome. Please do make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do Blackpool content, accessibility content and Disney, so if that sounds right up your alley, you know exactly what to do. But join me right now down in Anchorzone, all the way down in Cleveleys, and we are on Queen's Promenade, and we're about to take a drive all the way from Anchorzone all the way back along the prom back to North Shore, so do join me for that. Thank you very much, buddy. Right, let's go. It's really beautiful down this end of the coast now. They've done it up. They are constantly working on the sea defences down here. We've got a couple of speed bumps to go over, and all the parking down here is for 4 hours. You do need to pay for it. However, there are a couple of accessibility spaces, so if you do have a blue badge, they have you catered. I don't think as well you are allowed to overnight park here. They used to be able to back in the day when I was growing up. You used to be able to park overnight here, but not anymore. Also down this end of town, just where we're coming up to now, just on the left hand side of the screen where those blue construction walls are, that is just next door to the turning circle for the trams. So if you ever go on either one of the heritage tours when they have eventually come back, or if you go on one of the Bombardier trams, the new ones, the flex trams, that is where they actually turn around at Little Bispam tram stop, which is just there on the left hand side of the screen. And we are going to go across the tram tracks at this point as we continue to make our way south, not north, south along the promenade, back down Blackpool Promenade. We'll see a fair few places as we go along. I will point them out as we go. Some places might be off in the distance, but there will be future vlogs covering places like the 3 piers, so we'll do north, south and central as well as 3 separate vlogs. But tram check, going over the tram tracks there. Don't forget as well, we do have a merch stall which has a tram check hoodie on it and a t-shirt, all designed by ourselves and made by ourselves. Plus, if you order one from the UK, you do get free delivery on it, and if you use code NY10 at checkout, you will get 10% off your delivery as well, and that code never runs out. Right, Queen's Promenade, making our way along here. This is the A584 Blackpool Promenade. A couple of main roads in Blackpool, this is one of them. And just coming up on the left hand side, coming into view on the screen, you'll find the Norbreck Castle. Has over around about 900 rooms, I think is. I think 840 actually, if I remember rightly. But it's not really a hotel that we recommend. There are other better places to stay in Blackpool, but if that's on your budget, don't say we didn't warn you. Right, let's carry on up the promenade. And once you've gone past the Norbreck, you'll go past a fair few residential places. There's quite a lot of flats along here and smaller houses, and then you get to some really big ones as well, which look like they should be around St Anne's and Lytham Way, but they are still very, very nice. Tram track running alongside us as we go down the prom. There is 11 miles of track all the way from Stargate to Fisherman's Walk and Fleetwood Ferry, all the way down in Fleetwood, which is the very, very end of the line. And to go along the prom on the tram into Fleetwood can roughly take anywhere from 20 minutes up to 3/4 an hour, depending on the time of night and also how busy it is. Plus, if you're going down to Fleetwood to use or to go to like Tram Sunday, do expect those trams to be very, very busy. So we're coming up to Red Bank Road in Bispam. This is where you'll also find Bispam tram stop. Now, in terms of the Illuminations, when they're on, they start on the 29th of August this year, go right through to the 4th of January. We, as people who live in Blackpool, we class this as the start of the Illuminations. We always drive down here from South Shore and head south back down towards town, because just on the right hand side, you can't see them because they're not there at the minute, but this is where all the tableaus are. So all the big static displays that Blackpool Illuminations are famous for are there on the right hand side. Lightworks have just taken away all the poles and taken down all the displays from last year's Illuminations for their seasonal maintenance, and they all start being put back up towards the end of summer. Just going past the miners' home on the left hand side, used to be a convalescent home for all the miners, and they used to come to Blackpool to get lungfuls of the clean sea air. It's now a residential block, and it's called Admiral Point. During the Illuminations season as well, you'll also find quite a lot of illuminations just up on that rise on the right hand side, and on the weekend, so Friday through Sunday, you can actually walk right up there and get an up close and personal view of the illuminations. Something they've only just introduced in the last illumination season. You were never able to do that before, but I think it's brilliant. They do ask for a suggested donation, which is all done via QR codes. Also, just in front of the miners' home where we've just been past, there's usually a donation box there as well, and the suggested donation is around about £5. Castle Casino on the left hand side. It's now called Genting Casino, but will always be known as Castle Casino. And then you've got Hotel Sheraton. They've got an indoor swimming pool, and then next door is the Doric Hotel. They've got an indoor and outdoor pool, both heated, and if you're staying at the Doric, you are able to use the facilities at the Park House Hotel a bit further down the coast, and vice versa, as they are sister hotels. But it's a beautiful day here. I'm recording this on Monday the 12th of May. It's just before 6 o'clock and it is still 25 degrees C, which is absolutely beautiful. And on Sunday, just gone, the weekend just gone, this is where the Beaverbrooks 10k fun run started off, all in aid of raising money for Trinity Hospice, and I do believe £90,000 was raised, which is brilliant. Gin Roundabout, Gin Square, also known colloquially as Spitfire Island. There's normally 3 Spitfires on there, however one, Spitfire number 2, Progress number 2, got slightly damaged in the last bout of storms we had, and the propeller got damaged, so that's been taken away back to Lightworks to go and get some maintenance done on it, and that'll be back flying high for the Illuminations. But look at that, as you come round the corner again onto the prom, got a beautiful shot of the tower just off in the distance. Grand Hotel on the left hand side, used to be the Hilton, before that it was the Pembroke. Still, it's supposed to be a very good standard of hotel as well. And just coming up on the left hand side, this first building is the Strand Hotel, and outside they've got a plaque telling all the woes of Alan Bradley, how in 1989 he got knocked over by tramcar 710 just across the road from here. And then the Imperial on the left hand side, that is my bucket list hotel to stay at. It's beautiful in there, and they've got the historic number 10 bar in there. All famous politicians and prime ministers such as Winston Churchill have stayed and drank in there. Next set of hotels, you will find the Claremont, an excellent hotel, been here for many years, got great accessibility outside. And then just on the left you've got the Big Pink Hotel, Tiffany's, and then we're getting a bit further into town right now. Double-decker bus coming towards us from Blackpool Transport, Resort Rider number 2, new set of bus lines that have been introduced, number 1 and number 2. The Resort Riders will take you to pretty much all the tourist attractions via Carla Grant and Martin Mere. Metropole Hotel on the right hand side, still being used not as a guest hotel at the minute, but that will all be changing soon. Ooh, it's nice to get some shade by the Metropole. Left hand side as well, you'll also find Bee's Knees pub, just opened towards the back end of last year. It used to be Nellie Dean's, the karaoke bar. And on the right hand side you will see North Pier as well. And something to note as well, if you've not been to Blackpool for a very long time, in front of us now, just off the left hand side, we've got Talbot Square. Now Talbot Square has just got, I'm saying just, because it's only a couple of months ago really, in the grand scheme of things, just got some tram lines going all the way up it. And it's the first time we've had tram lines going up Talbot Road in around about 60 to 70 years, which is absolutely fantastic. I think it's actually about a year ago since they put those in, so maybe more than a few months ago. But tramcar 018, for reference, was the very first tramcar to go up the new Talbot Road extension. Look at that for a view of the tower. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Especially against the bright blue sky. Just on the right hand side across the way you will find the wedding chapel. It's called Festival House. Prices start off from around about $395 plus VAT to get married in there, and you'll also find the beach house bistro underneath it. Very, very nice. The Festival House as well, the wedding chapel, has also got the tourist information centre in it. Just gone past Wendy's on the left hand side, only just opened up, and if you want to see what it's like inside, do go check out the vlog that we did. We were the very first customers in Blackpool to try it. I'll link that down for you below and also put it as a end card. Right, so let's get ourselves down here. Banana tram on the right hand side. I do believe that's tramcar 016. Used to be the Pretty Little Things tram with the unicorns on, but it's now called the Banana tram, or the Coral Island tram. And funnily enough, just going past Coral Island on the left hand side, our favourite amusements in Blackpool. And don't forget, kids eat free all day, every single day, across all of the eateries. There's a fair few cars outside the lifeboat station. It's not Wednesday, so it's not a training night. Maybe out on a shout. Just scanning the sea as we're stopping here, and I can't see any boats being launched, which is good. Perhaps they're just in for some training or something. Golden Mile on the left hand side as well. Good amusements in there. And then you'll also find the Sea Life Blackpool underneath it as well. Inside you've got the Gruffalo and Friends Clubhouse. That's really good. Take the kids in there up until the age 10, they recommend. You get around about an hour and 45 in there, sometimes a little bit longer if it's quiet. Plenty of seating in there as well, and they serve Costa coffee. Just level with Central Pier on the right hand side and Madame Tussauds on the left. If you are coming through to Blackpool and you're going to be here for a few days and you want to go to all the Merlin attractions, so Tussauds, Gruffalo and Friends, Peter Rabbit, Tower Dungeons, the Ballroom, Sea Life, I do recommend you go onto the Blackpool Tower website and get one of their passes, which lets you go in all of those. You'll save about 35–40% on your tickets rather than buying them individually. It's a much better deal. South Pier just off in the distance, as is the big one down at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And then we're just making our way now. This is kind of like central coming into South Pier, but on the left hand side where Reflex used to be, you've got the brand new Mar Kelly's on the prom. That's Mar Kelly's number 8, if you can believe it. 8 of them across the far coast. Big Yellow Hotel on the right hand side is the Craigydon. Excellent hotel. Good entertainment, good food in there. New programme for 2025 for the entertainment. And the Royal Sea Bank as well on the left hand side. Now we are going to carry straight on. Go past the Manchester pub on the left. And carry on making our way down towards south. Lots of little hotels down here, including one on the left hand side, blue one, called the Dutchman. Excellent for families and for couples. They don't allow any singles or stag and hens in there, so if you are looking for a hotel to come with the family, that would be one I recommend. And also the Woodhouse Hotel on the left hand side there. Excellent food, some of the best food we've ever had in Blackpool. And then the Big Blue Hotel, the original Big Blue, the Lindeen. Next door to the Lindeen, you used to have St Chad's Hotel, well that got knocked down a few years ago. There was supposed to be a big new hotel coming, however those plans seem to have been put slightly on hold. It's just a big empty plot at the minute. The Lindeen has maximised on the parking situation up front, so if you are staying at the Lindeen at the minute, they are offering preferred parking outside of what used to be the St Chad's Hotel. Left hand side as well, you'll also find the Royal Carlton. It used to be owned by the Blackpool Promotions Group, but just been sold, and the new landlord is developing it and making it up to standard. Blackpool Promotions used to own the Royal Boston, the Royal Sea Bank, the Royal Carlton and the Royal Alexandra, but both the Boston and the Carlton, well Carlton's been sold, but the Boston is also apparently up for sale. So we're more South Shore right now. If you've ever watched any of our TikTok lives, you can find us on TikTok at the Three Mouseketeers UK. We'd never normally stream from this end of town, just primarily for the fact that the signal is bad. But if you ever do want to catch more Blackpool stuff, do check us out over on TikTok. Waterloo Road, you'll find on Waterloo Road, you'll find Brooks Collectibles, an excellent toy shop and toy museum. You've also got Noctriani's down there, and on the left hand side here you'll find the only McDonald's on the promenade in Blackpool. There is another McDonald's in the centre of town on the backside of Coral Island, just on Bank Hay Street. We had to find that there, and apparently that one's now 24 hours. Queen's Hotel on the left hand side, and then next door to it you've got Viking Talk of the Coast. Two excellent hotels as well. Talk of the Coast, Viking Talk of the Coast, the Choice Hotels venture. It's owned as well by the Claremont, and they've got some really excellent entertainment in there. South Pier on the right hand side. Again, we never normally go on there and stream on that one, just primarily for the signal, but that one has some really cool rides, including the Starflyer. It's not called the Starflyer, what's it called? I can't remember. Oh, Slingshot. It's called the Slingshot. I went on that last year, and again, if you want to see that, head over to our TikTok, be able to see that video. It was really good, and I cannot wait to go back on that. It's really great fun. Scary, but really good fun. Just wait for these traffic lights to change on over. Also at the end of South Pier you've got the Wild Mouse, or Crazy Mouse, whichever it's called. I can never remember the name of it. You've also got the Sky Screamer as well, which is a self-launching kind of like slingshot ride. Just in the distance you can see the big one, and then off to the right hand side as well you've got G Casino, which is open 24 hours, and then next door to it you've got the Sandcastle Water Park, the UK's largest indoor water park. It's around about 84 degrees Fahrenheit in there. It's absolutely awesome, and the two rides that you can see on the sticking out, you got Montezuma Falls and Aztec Falls. Really both excellent rides. Right, Blackpool Pleasure Beach right in front of you, rebranded recently as Blackpool Pleasure Beach Resort. It'll always be Blackpool Pleasure Beach to those who live here, and I suppose people who come from afar, but they're trying to rebrand themselves as Pleasure Beach Resort. Just reopened their Ice Blast ride, reimagined it as Launchpad. I've not been on it, so I can't comment on it. Apparently it is a better ride. It's got better like pressure in the cylinder that takes you up and gives you better air time at the top. But to me, it'll always be the Ice Blast. And no, to answer your question before you put it in the comments, we do not go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We find it too expensive and it's not accessible. Right, making our way a bit further down the promenade. This is very South Shore right now. Find a couple of hotels down here. There is on-street parking all the way down here with ticketed machines. And just to mention on the on-street parking, the vast majority of on-street parking does become free after 6 PM at night. So if you are looking for somewhere, where's he going? Wow, he's overtaking 3 cars. Crazy. If you are looking for somewhere to park and you don't mind like waiting until after 6 PM, you can park for free, and that's up until 8 o'clock in the morning. But do double check on the signs, don't take it for granted, they sometimes do change them. Left hand side as well you'll also find the Hampton by Hilton, a fabulous hotel. We have actually stayed there. We stayed there, when was it? I think it was towards the end of last year. If you want to see that vlog as well, I will link that down below for you and put it as a title card as well, so you can go and see what it's like inside there. They've got excellent accessibility features. Glitterball, look at that. How awesome does that look? You definitely need to come and look at this thing at night. It looks amazing with all the lights on it. It has light shining on it, and the pattern it puts on the floor, it's just beautiful. Now that's a new apartment building that's just recently been completed, called Coastal Point. Could you imagine sitting out on one of them balconies on a night like this? It'd be wonderful. Now they are as well just doing some road works there to make the path a little bit bigger, I think to try and traffic calm this part of the prom, because as you saw, people do really razz down this one. I mean, we're currently doing around about 28-29 mile an hour, but quite a lot of people do zoom down here. So just in the distance you can see the big wave light building. That is Squires Gate. Stargate tram depot. That's where all the Bombardier trams live, and a couple of the heritage trams which aren't down at Tramtown are stored there. But this is the end of the line as far as the trams are concerned. So they come all the way down here, they turn around, you head back north. You can catch the tram to and from here, and I think the first tram in the morning is around about 5:30, Monday through Friday, but do double check on that. Best place to get your most up-to-date information for Blackpool Transport is via the Blackpool Transport app. It's available on iOS and on Google Play as well. Right, so that's the end of the promenade. That was our little drive all the way from Cleveland all the way back down to Stargate. I am now just turning off the prom, heading over Squires Gate Bridge. This will bring you out past Blackpool Airport. I hope you have enjoyed this little drive back down the prom as we make our way home. Well, thank you so much for joining. If you have, please make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed already, please do so, and please do go and check out all our other socials, including our Facebook, our Instagram and our TikTok. The TikTok lives we do every single night apart from a Saturday, so if you want to see more Blackpool content, go and check that out. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I will catch you on the flip-flop. Take care. Bye.